It's doing conservation is not for ourselves, it's for the next generation. This project is very important for me to contributing to the Mergui Archipelagos.
This is the first Asian geographic expedition to the Mergui Archipelago in Myanmar. It's a place that is legendary amongst scuba divers.
Years ago, I have been here. The first time was like with my competition, Miss World Myanmar competition, with other contestants. I've never experienced like adventurous kind of thing.
I hope that this project can helping this area to be a biosphere reserve. If we don't do this, in Myanmar there is nowhere else to do diving. So I think it's very important for the country that they can be called ocean as a home here.
So what's the plan of action for the day?
Find fish.
Myanmar Dive Center invited me, so I joined the Discover Scuba Diving. It was like opportunity for me to discover into the scuba life.
We've been talking over something casual. You got that wonder.
I was too excited and nervous about my open water scuba diving.
ဟုတ်စား pressure ကြောင့် equalize လုပ်ရလိမ့်မယ်နားကြိုက်နားကြတော့ vibrator ကိုလက်ဖက်နှောင်းနဲ့ပြီးတော့ mask ကိုကြောက်လက်ဖက်နှောင်းနဲ့လေးနဲ့တန်းတန်းလေးဖြစ်အောင်တက်မှာမရှိဘူးလေနော်ဒီနေ့ပြန်ပေးမယ် chest ပဲတက်မယ်
After like 2 times open water training, and I feel comfortable now.
Definitely a huge difference from the Caribbean, from what my experience, but way more soft coral here. And just in general, I feel like there's just more fish. You don't have to just focus on the one good coral head per dive. There's coral heads everywhere. It's totally different out here. Never seen anything like it.
You got me underwater. I can't get enough. You got me underwater. I can't get enough.
My full name is Yam Pine Ton, but everybody call me the Kopai. I'm a dive master of the Nyangpi Resort because my hometown is in the southern part of Myanmar, including in the Mergui Archipelago. In this area, some great reef sharks and nut sharks are coming back. So we hopefully this site also they are coming back.
I really appreciate my team. We come all the way here to filming this to showcase the beauty part of the below.
Name's Kay Byrne Lim. I film underwater for a living, underwater cameraman. Been doing it for quite a few years.
My name is Diego Garcia, director and underwater cameraman on this Mergui expedition. All right, where are we?
I'm a camera assistant here with Asian Geographic. I'm also a scuba diver. I've been a diver for about 10 years, but this is really amazing diving that I've never seen before. I also found a turtle. That was awesome. Diego was like, find me a turtle. And in the next dive, I literally found the turtle. All kinds of cool stuff on this trip.
Yeah, much better dive, yeah. A lot more fish this time. Very promising still.
6-7 years in the cave, there was another tunnel. There was a small cave there. Most of the times that we saw the sleeping the night sharks in there. About 3 years ago, I think, sir, I see that not much left.
Diving for over a week now, and what's been happening, every dive site we get to, there's 1 or 2 fishing boats that are there ahead of time. When we get in the water, we're seeing 2, 3, 4 of these huge fishing traps, and the effect is really that we're not seeing larger fish.
About 10 years ago, this place is famous for shark feeding. But then later, for 5 years, there was no many shark left. So I worry. I worry.
One thing that we haven't seen at all are sharks, whether that's the predatory sharks or like filter feeding whale sharks, and we also haven't seen mantas.
When I was young, the small fishing boats, they can get within a week full of the fish and they can go back. But now, they have to spend a couple of weeks. Ice are melting, diesels are running out, there was no fish left because of the big fishing boats fishing around this area. So the small boats, nothing's got. So they start to thinking how they can get more fish. Diving in 15 years ago, I can say that 65% of the marine life are gone.
we cannot live it next 10 years. It will be like what you say, 15 years, 65% gone. Next 10 years, another 50% gone. It's like it's nothing left.
So these are the ghost nets that cover the entire reef. They're all over the sea fans, corals, you know. Turtles get caught in them, they get killed. Fish get caught in them, they get killed. It's just a mountain of them down there. So this is what we have to do, you know. We have to try step by step, clean these things up.
I've never been on a dive where there were squid, so I found that particularly interesting. I think what we saw was big fin reef squid, and they are iridescent, they have large eyes. They were up in the shallow waters, and I watched them for a little bit longer, and I realized they were doing something. They were doing some kind of behavior. They were mating, they had egg sacs or sperm sacs, something like that. And they would go off into the blue, they'd splay out their tentacles, they'd move their fins, and they would turn red sometimes, which I think was part of their behavior, maybe it was part of their mating. They would shield one as she went in and deposited something. It was very interesting, it was very intricate. Squids are intelligent creatures, very intelligent mollusks, and that was so cool to see. Probably one of my favorite unexpected animals to see.
My name is Wayne, and I'm currently working at Mergui Archipelago Resort on Yao Pi Island. I was born and raised in around Andaman Sea, so I see the issues that there are a decrease in number of corals because of destruction. Started a coral farming plan to help the corals to grow again. Using the blue lights, it increased the growth of the coral 5 times faster than the oceans. But here I provide them space so it could cover the whole sands and maybe corals some area that are dead. Looking forward to join the Asian Geographic expeditions and see how the Burma Bank is doing.
So nearest island is about 50 miles away, and around the bank there's a deep sea.
Why not many fishing boats here? Too far.
Too far. Yeah.
Too far for them. For the fishermen from Burma.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put a mat underneath to make sure it doesn't slip.
This is just my first draft. It's a rough draft. It's a work in progress. Luckily, I got some help here. Effectively, they're going to be weighted and baited cameras.
We'll find a place to put the bait, and I'll set up the cameras. Okay, we're going to leave the cameras running. We'll come up and we'll do a surface interval. We hope there's more fish here because. Almost nobody has been here for 4 to 6 years. So it's going to be interesting to see the corals bombed out, if the fish life has come back or if the fishermen are still coming back here. There are no fishing boats.
She ain't ready for the 8th.
he be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Time's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays. You ain't ready for the eighth. She ain't ready for the eighth. Mad as savage, in me back and I'm back in it happening, ready to blow. I remember doing deeds with Deji from the street, they left me on my own. Monkey asking me about how I got the P, I told her leave him, mama grow. Then they're ringing off my phone. Then they're ringing off my phone.
When divers come through, fish, predators, and even some sharks evacuate that area. If that's what's happening, these little cameras will actually capture what happens after we leave. So the hope is that there are some sharks there and that we'll catch them on video.
Deployment went good. Let's see. After the surface interval, we'll go back down and retrieve it. Here we go. Hello.
Oh my god. Oh my. Look at this. He grew right for it.
You knew that Burma banks had recovered somewhat.
She ain't ready for the eighth. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays. You ain't ready for the eighth. She ain't ready for the eighth.
I will dive again and again because like this is so beautiful and this is the place I definitely need to experience. It's my first time diving in open water and Mergui Archipelago. This is like best experience ever for me.
For me, I want to learn two things. Is that one is we have to think about for the fishermen how we can have a solution for them. We cannot just ban fishing to how we can sustain ocean and how we can sustain the Mergui archipelagos. First time we were sleeping in the ocean.
Yeah, so like, we are in Burma Bank.
Burma Bank. So like enjoying it tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw sharks for the first time on this trip.
And then this one like about 2 to 3 meters sleeping under the cave. Wow.
The shark finally.
I didn't expect that. Great news.
Finally, we got you know, it shows that if you leave it alone, they come back.
Yeah.
You know, I've got hope that our next dive, we're going to see a different species.
After like being so much under intense fishing pressure, but now, yeah. Nurse sharks like 7 or 8.
A lot of nurse sharks. Some are like come one after another, you know, like it's amazing.
There's a whale, there's a whale. Whale. Half the size of the boat.
Very gentle moving, but for us, hard to breathe.
Yeah, it was my first time seeing a whale. It's like so amazing. But it's like with one swap of the tail, it can go faster than where I can't follow it, man. Like I got a good shot of it. It's amazing, amazing experience.
To see a whale underwater, a Buddhist whale, I mean, any whale, is, especially when you're scuba diving, it's just unheard of. I can't believe I didn't see it. Win. I mean, he got the shot. It was a great shot as well.
It's amazing experience as well.
But this was a hallelujah moment.
We really need to do something. It's now or never. And ocean is so important for everyone, and especially for the locals.
It's obviously coming back. I'm hopeful for the place, so if they can continue to protect it and leave it alone like this.
You know, the combination of ecotourism, scuba diving, and have these no-take zones that in fact protect the populations of fish that the people rely on for food as well.
If we not take care of this area, next 10 years, for my boys, nothing to show.
Everyone's like wanting seafood, and even the poor fishermen need to feed their family. But I still hope that our Mergui Archipelago can be protected. It deserves to be a biosphere reserve.